Every morning, millions of people over 60 do something that quietly damages their heart. Not because they're careless, because nobody told them otherwise. This isn't about smoking, it isn't about junk food, it's something so ordinary, so automatic, that most people don't even think about it until their cardiologist sits them down with bad news. But here's the question: what if the thing you've been doing every morning for the past 30 years is exactly what's putting your heart at risk? Today, we're going to answer that. What the mistake is, why it's so dangerous after 60 specifically, and exactly what to do instead starting tomorrow morning. Stay with me. The question, why this matters more after 60. Before I tell you what the mistake is, let's look at why the rules change after 60. After 60, your arteries naturally lose some of their flexibility. Your heart muscle doesn't recover from strain the way it did at 40, and your body's ability to regulate blood pressure, especially during those first 90 minutes after waking up, becomes less efficient. This is not speculation. This is documented physiology. Now, let's connect that to the morning mistake. The single biggest morning heart mistake people over 60 make is jumping out of bed and immediately engaging in sudden physical strain, including that first burst of activity, whether it's rushing to the bathroom, lifting something heavy, or even a high-intensity morning workout, without giving the cardiovascular system time to transition from sleep to wakefulness. Here's why this matters specifically after 60. During sleep, your blood pressure naturally drops. This is called nocturnal dipping. When you wake up, your body releases cortisol and adrenaline to prepare you for the day. Your blood pressure rises, often sharply. This is the morning surge, and it peaks in the first 60 to 90 minutes after you open your eyes. Now here's the number that matters. Between 6 a.m. and noon, heart attack risk is 40% higher than any other time of day. Stroke risk is 29% higher. The first 3 hours after waking, that's the high-risk window, peer-reviewed, documented, undisputed. Why? 3 mechanisms: the cortisol adrenaline surge, the nocturnal blood pressure rebound, and increased platelet aggregation, meaning your blood is literally stickier in the morning, more prone to clotting. If you add sudden physical strain during this surge, standing up too quickly, lifting, straining, or sprinting into exercise, you're asking your heart to handle a double load during its most vulnerable window. The single biggest morning heart mistake after 60 is sudden physical strain. Before the cardiovascular system has transitioned from sleep to wakefulness, cardiologists call the first 3 hours after waking the high-risk window for cardiovascular events. The data backs this up. A disproportionate number of heart attacks and strokes occur between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. This is historical record, not sentiment. The breakdown: what happens inside the body. Here's what actually happens when you jolt a sleeping cardiovascular system into sudden strain. First, the blood pressure spike. Your systolic pressure, the top number, can jump 20 to 30, even 50 points within seconds of sudden morning strain. That spike hits the inner lining of your arteries, the endothelium. Think of it as a Teflon coating that keeps blood flowing smoothly. A sudden pressure surge can tear microscopic cracks in that lining. Once the endothelium is damaged, 2 things happen fast. First, the arterial wall stiffens. It loses its ability to expand and contract with each heartbeat. Second, any existing plaque buildup, and most people over 60 have some, becomes unstable. A piece can rupture. After 60, your arteries are less elastic, meaning they can't absorb that spike the way younger arteries can. The heart muscle is starved of oxygen. That's a heart attack. If it blocks an artery in the brain, it's a stroke. The entire chain, pressure spike to clot, can unfold in minutes. And here's the point that gets missed in every morning routine video on YouTube. A 30-year-old's endothelium repairs itself. A 65-year-old's endothelium does not. The damage compounds. Each morning surge that isn't managed leaves behind microscarring that makes the next one more dangerous. This isn't speculation. This is documented cardiovascular physiology. The pressure hits the arterial walls harder. Over time, this contributes to microtears, plaque formation, and increased stroke risk. Second, the heart rate mismatch. Your resting heart rate during sleep is low, sometimes in the 50s or 60s. When you bolt out of bed, your heart has to accelerate from that resting pace to a much higher rate, almost instantly. The heart muscle itself needs oxygen to do that. If your coronary arteries are already narrowed, even slightly, which is common after 60, the demand for oxygen outpaces the supply. That's when problems start. Third, the dehydration factor. After 7 or 8 hours of sleep without water, your blood is slightly thicker. Thicker blood means your heart has to work harder to pump it. Pair that with sudden strain and a morning blood pressure surge, and you've created the perfect conditions for a cardiovascular event. Now let us look at what to do instead. Now you know the mistake. But, and this is important, knowing what not to do is only half the equation. The real question is, what's actually happening inside a 60-plus body during those first 90 minutes that makes this mistake lethal? Because here's the part nobody tells you. The damage isn't random, it follows a precise, predictable chain. And once you see it, you'll never look at your morning the same way. Stay with me. Welcome to 60 Plus Active Life. I cover the science behind heart health, sleep, and longevity after 60. The information most people don't get until it's too late. No fluff, no scare tactics, just what the research actually says and what to do about it. If that's what you've been looking for, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. You'll get every new video, and you'll be part of a community that's taking control of their health before a crisis forces them to. So here's the protocol. It's simple, it costs nothing, and it could genuinely protect your heart every single morning. Step 1. When you wake up, stay horizontal for 60 to 90 seconds. Stretch gently in bed, wiggle your toes, let your circulation adjust gradually. Step 2. Sit up slowly. Stay seated on the edge of your bed for another 60 seconds. Take 5 slow, deep breaths. This gives your autonomic nervous system time to shift from sleep mode to wakefulness mode without a jarring transition. Step 3. Drink a full glass of water before coffee, before breakfast, before anything else. This rehydrates your blood and makes it easier for your heart to pump. Step 4. If you exercise in the morning, wait at least 45 to 60 minutes after waking before any moderate or intense activity. Use that window for light stretching, walking, or simply getting ready for your day. This is not a prescription, but it is what a growing number of cardiologists and cardiovascular researchers are recommending to their patients over 60. Now, let me give you my honest opinion on this. The reason this mistake is so common is cultural. For decades, we've glorified the idea of jumping out of bed and attacking the day. We've celebrated the 5 a.m. warrior who's already running miles before the sun comes up. And for most of those decades, nobody was talking about what that does to a 65-year-old heart. And yes, discipline matters. Movement matters. I am not saying otherwise. But what I am saying is that after 60, the type of movement matters just as much as the timing. Your heart deserves a transition, not a shock. And that transition doesn't make you weak, it makes you smart. The real story here is not that morning exercise is dangerous. The real story is that ignoring. The cardiovascular transition from sleep to wakefulness is dangerous, and nobody talks about it. Here's what I want you to do. Tomorrow morning, just tomorrow, try this 4-step protocol. The 90-second stretch, the slow sit-up, the glass of water, the 45-minute buffer before exercise. Then come back to this video and drop your experience in the comments. How did it feel? Did you notice a difference? I read every single comment. And if this video gave you even one thing you can use, please like and subscribe. It helps this information reach more people who need it. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.